Joanne. I'm back with a life update video. Just a little quick what happened in October kind of thing. So we had a lot go on in October. We had a wedding at the beginning of the month. Then the 2 days after the wedding was Mom's first surgery on her eye. She had her left eye done that day. I will try to include a couple pictures of Mom after her surgery in the video if I remember. So she did really well, and we came home that afternoon and just chilled out and went to bed pretty early. Did the drops. We were supposed to do the drops every 3 hours that first day, and we did. The one drop only once that day, and we did that. And then the next day, we went to the follow-up appointment, and they said everything was looking good, and they give us the new drop schedule, which was three times a day for the first week. And then when that finished up, we went to once a day, 2 drops. We dropped one of the drops and went to 2 drops. So, yeah, that went well, and we finished the drops for that one day before the second surgery, but we'll get to the second surgery in a minute. So then, after the follow-up appointment that week, I picked my niece up on Thursday, and had her stay overnight because she stayed with Grandma while I went to my gyno appointment. And for those that are not interested, for the next moment or two, I'm going to be talking about that appointment because I want to go over what happened, what I found out and stuff. So just skip ahead a couple minutes. So I had my gyno appointment, and I had them check my breast because I had noticed my nipple was pointing down instead of out like it had been, and it was just starting to concern me a little bit. And so my gyno, she did check my breast for me, and the everything checked out fine, and she said that my period pill was working well, so they're going to keep me on that until I'm like 51 or I have no longer have periods, whatever, you know, like if I no longer have periods, I'll be off of it. If I'm 51 I'm still having periods, and we'll revisit if we're going to keep me on it. Most likely we will keep me on it. So she released me to just see my general doctor unless a problem arises or I feel I need to see her for some specific reason. And then the next week, Mom and I went on Monday and did blood work, and that took a couple hours because they had like 3 waiting rooms for this blood work place, and the woman calls us back and like didn't know there was a 3rd waiting room, so she only went in the 2nd one. And so the first time I thought I heard my name, but she didn't come in, so I'm like, oh, it couldn't have been me, it must have been another Joyce. And then she calls my mom's name a few minutes later, and I'm like, oh, I only know of one Velda in this area, you know. So I got up, we went in. By the time we came in, she had already left, and they said she went back that way, and everybody's like, yeah. And so they're like, yeah, she did call that name. And it's like, okay. So we went down the hall and found the room, and oh, yeah, okay. And then she, like, I have had her do my blood work before, but this time she was really bad at it. She didn't believe me that you have to do my hands, and it just was not a good experience. It took like over an hour. I was hungry. I was tired. We came home and like ate and just chilled the rest of the day. And so then the next day was Mom's follow-up appointment the week out from her surgery, and she got good news that she had improved 3 lines on her left eye. And so they set up for her glasses. They estimated the right eye on the glasses. Now I'll get into when they're going to tell us how the right eye is doing in a moment. But anyway, so they estimated, so she was able to get, because her insurance covers 2 pairs as long as she gets one right after the first eye is done, and then gets the second one after the second eye is done. So my mom did that, and she picked out her glasses, and my mom has not took them off since she got them, okay? My mom has not taken them off since she got them, which was like a week later she was able to pick them up. We went and picked them out that day. And then that Friday we had my general doctor. We were supposed to have her cancer doctor on not cancer, but kidney doctor that Thursday, but Mom had to cancel because one of us wasn't feeling good that day. And so, no, they canceled. It was something else that was, one of us wasn't feeling good. They canceled the appointment and rescheduled it for a couple weeks later, so she did have that, and we'll get into that in a moment. But my general doctor I went to, everything looked good, except for my cholesterol was really high, and since I'm not able to take the cholesterol med without messing up my period med, they switched my cholesterol med from atorvastatin to, I can't pronounce what the name of it is, but it is Crestor's generic version. So I'm on that, and I've been taking that since like the Wednesday of the week after I went in. So like it took me about a half week before I took it. The first couple days were very stressful, but the good news about this pill is I can take it earlier in the day than I could with my atorvastatin. So I've set that one at like 4:15. I'm now moving it up to 4:10 because it works better with Mom's eye drops. Anyway, and so 4:10 I took it, and like I was pet sitting that week, and so that kind of helped too because I was able to play with puppies, and a dog and a puppy. Anyway, and it kind of helped relieve some of the stress of taking it. But then I figured out that if I took my Prilo and then I have to wait like at least a half hour afterward before I can eat or anything, I'm doing really well with that. I normally get really sick off meds if I don't eat. But I have been doing really well with the timing in that, so that's really great. And then what I do when my period pill come up, I took that at 9:15. So I have like 5 hours between my 2 pills, or my 3 pills, I should say, the 2 here and the 1 there. And it works out well for me, and it keeps me less stressed, and so it's been a real big blessing. So that was a good change. Then the following week after my general doctor and all that, Mom did see her, I think it was that week or the week after, she's seen her kidney doctor, and they said everything was looking good. They had the calcium level back in check, although it is still a little high because her protein levels are low, so they're having us try Boost with high protein. Mom's done one of those. We need to do it a little more often, but it's like I just keep forgetting. So I need to get her on that because I've been noticing her things aren't looking quite right with her urine, so it could be something to do with that. I don't know. We'll see. And then that Friday we had our mammograms, and both of us got good news on that. The mammograms are good. So the breast issue I was worried about, I have all good news on it. So I'm feeling much better about that. They say it's just aging. And then last week, so this is November 12th. Last week we went to Mom's cancer doctor. No, that was this week, wasn't it? No, it was last week. No, it was this week. It was this week, wasn't it? Anyways, okay, the cancer doctor wasn't the next. Oh, the cancer surgeon. I read this wrong. Okay, the cancer surgeon was the week after the kidney doctor. And Mom got the okay that she's good. She's got a couple more years of seeing that doctor. She goes once a year to see her, and that's it. But everything was looking good. Really healing up well. They are very happy with the progress and everything. And how the mammogram looks. So everything good there. We're on track there. And then the second surgery happened on the 1st of November. And it was her right eye. Again, I can include a couple pictures from that. And like I said, she did really well. Got her home. Just chilled out the rest of the day. We went to bed pretty early because we were both tired. But we did the eye drops every 3 hours and everything. And we got some sleep. And then the next morning we got up. Went to the doctor. Because her follow-up appointments were super early. Okay. So went to the follow-up appointment. And I have a cousin that was going through it at the same time, both eyes, so we ran into her and talked to her. Anyway, and follow-up appointment, both of them got good news, and they're doing great. And then we were released to see the doctor. Now, the first time he had to see him a week later. This time it's 2 weeks out. So next week we see the eye doctor to find out where she's at with her right eye and to see if there's any more improvement on the left eye. And then that week we also had her foot doctor and got her toenails trimmed, and I actually didn't have to see her foot doctor myself this time, so I was very happy. And then this week we had her cancer doctor, and she graduated this week from 4-month appointments to 6-month appointments, so we had good news, and we're very happy. The cancer is still gone as it stands, and she's doing really well. So everything is going well with our health. The eye drops were now, so the first day you have to do them every 3 hours, with one of them only having to be done once a day, that day and every day after. And the other two, you do every 3 hours, that first day. And then the day that you do your follow-up, you have it 3 times that day that you do the eye drops, the 2 eye drops, and the 1 eye drop just once a day. Then, after a week of that, you drop the 1 drop, not the one that you only do once a day. You keep that one and the one of the other one, and you only do them once a day for 3 weeks. So we did that with the left eye. Now we're doing that with the right eye. We are on like just a little over 2 weeks left on that. So she's doing well. We're doing the best we can. Going to bed a little bit early right now. I think we're just still healing up from that. But I have been fighting like an allergy too. I've been having like a scratchy throat, and like my nose is constantly feeling itchy, and like I'm sneezy, and like then I'll have this weird, like, I can't even explain it. It's like I can smell my mucus or something. I can't, it's my snot. I can smell it. It's like really gross and weird. And it's the only time I've ever had this is like when I'm either got a cold or I'm having allergies. And the fact that it's lingering makes me think it's allergies. Because it's like in the back of my nose, it's constantly feeling that way. And probably somebody out there is going, use a neti pot, you'll get rid of it. I'm scared of the idea of the neti pot. I just think that's weird. So everything is going well. We're doing well. Now, in my family, my brother got released to go back to work. He is so happy. I'm happy for him. His arm is healing up. My brother-in-law has been put on the transplant list for kidney. We've been praying for that, and it is happening. He's been on dialysis for a couple months now. So that is good news. And we're waiting for the news that he's getting one. And then everything else seems to be going pretty well. We're all doing pretty well. I got my teeth fixed earlier on this year, so I have to get one pulled yet, but I'm waiting until after the first of the year if I can. So, a lot going on. I slammed through a lot of videos this last weekend with Mindy's help, and we're going to do one today, and then I'm doing one on Sunday with my family, and that's my personal growth and development for next month. And then I still have 2 more to figure out of that. And my brother and I have started working out some ideas for some videos for the new year, because I've got something I want to take on for the new year. A segment that I'm going to be doing off and on. And so about once a month I'll probably do that. But yeah, everything is doing much better. I'm feeling less stressed than I was last month. And look for the Christmas videos to be starting December 1st. I am super excited because we've got content galore coming up. Crafts, unboxings, PG&D, some cooking. What else do we do? Get to know me's. We have elf challenges this year. So stay tuned for that. You're going to get to meet 2 new elves. And hopefully you'll like them. Mrs. Claus only came for opening the... No, she didn't come for opening the advent calendar. She came for food tasting this year. So the elves opened the advent calendar. So stay tuned for all that. Lots of fun stuff coming. And until next time, I hope you all have a wonderful day filled with lots of love and laughter. And I hope your saddest day in the future is only as sad as your happiest day in the past. Until next time. Bye, guys.